Jeremy Kyle had a full-blown row with guest on Wednesday's show after revealing he had a vile animal cruelty conviction. David was on the ITV show to find out if he was the father of his ex-girlfriend Rosie's baby, but things took a turn for the worse when the presenter read out why he'd been to prison. In a segment called "Prove I'm the Dad to the Baby You Told Me Was Dead," Kyle was furious and called David disgusting after revealing he was sent down for inserting an umbrella down the back of a dog's throat and seriously harming the animal. Reacting to the conviction, one viewer said, "Why could you do that to a dog? Can I just strangle that dude an hour?" Another added, "Horrible little man on # Jeremy Kyle admitting cruelty to a dog. Despise cruelty to animals." While another was horrified, saying, "The scumbag who inflicted cruelty on a dog was sentenced to 4 months imprisonment on the 3rd of September. Another viewer said, "That scumbag is the type who thinks it's acceptable to attack a dog, but would be the first to moan if the dog attacked him." Kyle blasted him, saying, "You are the lowest of the low. There are 3 types of man I despise: one who beats women, a man who attacks children, and somebody who has been committed and put in prison for the worst case of violence and cruelty to an animal. You were charged with unnecessary cruelty, and the magistrate said this was an appalling attack on a defenseless animal, and this was one of the worst things I've seen in 26 years on the bench." It was revealed that the dog suffered a swollen, bloodshot eye, bruising around the head, a cut to back of the head, and bleeding from a cut to the back of the throat. Kyle said they were caused by you for inserting an umbrella down the back of a dog's throat. "You disgusting, vile human being. Thank God you are not the father of the baby. I wouldn't let a baby near you." Kyle then squared up to David and his sister as things got very heated, with security guard Steve stepping in. David was desperate to find out if he was the father to ex-girlfriend Rosie's baby. David claimed he was told the baby was dead. He added that they only had sex twice a week because he didn't fancy her. He also claimed he couldn't get aroused and only liked sex once in a blue moon. Jeremy Kyle then sang the words to Blue Moon as he mocked the guest. It was revealed that David wasn't the father to Rosie's baby, and 2 other men were in the frame. "There could be 3 fathers and I regret it. It was a bad period in my life," said Rosie, as they all walked off after the heated exchange. *Jeremy Kyle airs weekdays at 9:25 a.m. on ITV.